probably progress our story a bit here and do some side quests otherwise. Can't be up too much later just because, again, I have to work the next day pretty early. Yeah, this is back in Val's hometown, just grabbing anything we've missed down this area. So let's check out our quests here. I don't think I have anything that needs to be turned in. It's been finished right now. I might go do that one. Let's go do the one in Charred Passage. It's going to be the closest one and the quickest one to do. Alright, yeah, this is where we want to go to get to the entrance. Back into Charred Passage we go. So all in all, this is probably going to be another maybe 2-hour stream, if that. And then I'm calling it a night again. I wish I could go longer today, but having to work Saturday, it's not going to be quite that easy, especially when I'm not going in later on in the day. Where are you? Oh, okay, there you are. Unless I forgot, this game tends to lag and stick up first. Lock up for a second here and there while streaming it. That's right. Head over to that flag there, as those are usually indicators of where the quests are. Someone help! Val, you won't believe what happened this time. The rabbits were all calm one moment, but as soon as I got close to them, their mood turned and they attacked me. I walked back to village to get myself patched up. I'll leave the rabbits to you. You're just lucky that I can take them out quickly, and it's not that big of a hassle to deal with your mess. Come on, game. The lag there is not really helping. that locked up at least 3 to 4 times in that fire. Let me turn this down, that way we prevent any issues. Now that though, we can actually just go back to the entrance and enter the town again to finish turning this one in. Yep, she's skilled in spears, fans, and knuckles, more or less. Alright, I do need to go to the bathroom here too, so after we turn this in, I'm gonna head out for a second just to do that. Well, sorry I left you to fend off the pack of Rabbites. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. I guess you were able to take care of them. Man, I feel bad about this. I didn't think it through at all this time either. I honestly didn't expect a Rabbite of all monsters to be so aggressive. They sure caught me off guard. Where did I go wrong? How could I do better next time? Anyways, thanks for saving my life again. Here's the least I can do. Nice, got a luck serum, which will increase one of your character's luck points, or their luck stat permanently. Okay. Switch back to game here. I'm curious what else we could possibly do. Well, that's right, the windmill I kind of wanted to do. That's at Ledges Bay, the cliffs. The Veil of the Wind, which is the one we're doing. Capital of the Deep. Okay, so what is this one? Okay. Okay, that's Nicolo's thing. Some Harpy Down. Yeah, we gotta go to a different area there. Salesman Glove, interesting. So we get, so that's money, that's Honey Elixir, which is nice. Stamina Serum. Another Lucid Beam one, interesting. Myriad Wishes. Back resistance. Alright. The easiest way to do this is not going to be meridian warping to the frickin' exit of each area, then exiting. Now that we have Vuskov, the fastest way to do this is going to be to go to the beach, summon him, and then swim around till you get to the area closest to where we need to be with him. Just take a second, as I forgot that I can't actually pull up the full area map while I'm on Vuskov here. The best way is probably going to see if we can step anywheres in the Vale of Wind, or even better so, stop somewheres on Mount Gala. Yeah, this still cuts out some time, because then we don't have to go through the Charred Passage and the Windy Passage. Oh, okay. I don't know if there's going to be more battles with cannons like that, but it's good to know. So I'm actually just going to run my way back up through the town out into the field here. I don't know why it's like pulling it up and then immediately taking it down at times, and I'm not double tapping it that much. Not double tapping it at all, really. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, going through the Windy Passage might have actually been the better route. Drifts, Ryan Falls, which is where we just were. Even there's Sandglass. Just because I forgot we're gonna have to go to Mount Gala, which is past the town of Gals or whatever. And we had to like fast travel through 3 maps just to get to Mount Gala here. Now I should be able to pull up the map and see where there's a quest mark here for what I need to do. Alright. It is right down over there. It looks like there's a couple spots. Well, oh no, those aren't Lesser Aethers, but there are a couple of spots where we haven't been able to get whatever is there, let alone check them out. So I might see if that's doable now. I know this is one of the spots where you use it. I guess you can't use it from this side, though. Longer, that was the name of the thing. What was it called? The Battle of the Wind, okay. So I guess we are just going to have to run up from the entrance to get there. I got knocked back due to the freaking game walking up and freezing for a second there again. Oh, I think this was one that we couldn't get to. Yeah, it's a chest that's up there on that ledge, but I've not seen how we get to the ledge yet. So I don't even necessarily have a prompt for activating something. Jump up on this one and grab this syrup. Alright, not quite that easy to get up there. There we go. Alright, I must have this switched to the Japanese voice acting at the moment. That's fine. Leave it on that for a moment. Here. There is something right here. It's got to be down on these ledges below. Yep, there it is. At least we can grab this. I'm not sure how the heck to get that other chest. Activate the wind spears to levitate these rocks. These are lifted to cross the entire time. The reason why that one spot you can't jump back across is because that's like the first time we activated the... That area is like that first spot where we activated the boomerang, where it's just a gal that you gotta use to cross over. And those don't stay up. Are we still in combat? That was weird. Alright, so let's make our way over to that flag. Gonna ignore most of the other fights right now. Hey there, Gaflack. Welcome to the stream. Alright, here we go. What do I have for spells that you can use? takes care of that. And that was the windmill quest. It doesn't look like you have a heal on you. Longren's the place we want to go to turn this one in. We do still at some point need to head back to the jungle where we got Jubilee and see what we can get with the lantern, the Lumina lantern, since that was an area that had a lot of spots where you use that to gain access to different sections of the map that you couldn't get to otherwise. You took care of the monsters. Well, I'll be. I knew you were the right folk for the job. When the time's right, I'll take my apprentices up to the windmill and start the repairs. Well, if you're ever back in the area, do come say hello. Then we got another 5,000 lucre for him, or from him. Now we've got 2 to 3, yeah, 3 side quests done here now. We find the meridian in the town here. We'll do a quick save before advancing on. Oh, because I want to travel to the harbor. I can also travel to anywhere where it would let me use him to travel around too, though. There's nothing for the moon and nothing for light. Those are technically also some of the harder ones too. Radiant Playhouse, that's where they want us to go for the story. Let's see if there's any other side quests I could potentially do before we do that. That one I don't want to do just yet. I really don't feel like doing the Harpies for the Niccolo's quest there at the moment either. We've been doing that because we just gotta head into each of the ruins there to get them marked down. Rescue the beleaguered idea from the monsters at Ivan's pasture. That's another one that's going to take us to a different area a bit further away. Head over to Milo's Backwoods, okay. I think that's in the area where we got Dryad in the spot section just before the sanctuary. Gotta take something quick in response to someone. All right. So how you been, Gafflack? Huh. I do think I've seen that hint in the loading screen a couple of times. It's just been a bit because we're doing the scary game stuff all last month, more or less. All right. Let's see here. Our map here. So I come here to fast travel, so it'll let me travel through a number of areas. Where I can just take off from Vuskov to continue what I need to do and get there quicker. Basically, the star for advancing the story is just basically telling us to head out to that section because it's where you call Vuskov to jump on him. We'll actually head to that playhouse now. I haven't actually gotten to any point in the game where I've gotten outfits for them outside of the pre-order outfit for Val. Although Reese's outfit for Karina looks like it's going to be pretty cute on her. Alright, there's the star on the world. Let's speed up our swimming here. Hang on. Sorry, had a call. Well, I kind of had a lot in the water there that prevented you from just swimming right over. I have a feeling for the lesser aethers that I'm having trouble with, using the elemental breaks is probably going to be needed for them. With Jule, that's his name. Yeah, Val, you need to listen to what's being said a little more closely. Oh, so this is where the Home of Light would come from. So, let's change that back, because with quite a bit of dialogue there. To hear the Japanese acting. Oh, I forgot that I was going to restart the game. At least we're still saved here. Yes. And I had saved after doing the side quests, so it's not like I would have lost the completion for those. No, we're not summoning him. I just want to grab these items sitting on the ground. Syrup there. Saw the meridian here. Let's activate that. Before I took the throne, my brother and I would attend theatrical performances such as this often. I do love a thrilling tale. There's a shiver of anticipation running through the audience. Either that or it's because the climate reminds me of Aetirn. There's Karina. Do they really need to make a big production of the fairy's arrival? I think it's too dramatic. It looks like we got a green pillar down here, which represents a chest. Nice piece of chocolate, not bad. So I've talked to everyone, but Julie is the only one we haven't found at the moment where he is. Where the party's all split up here. We got Palomina there. Morley, I knew his name, I just couldn't think of how it was exactly spelled out and said. Karina there. Oh, got another chest here. And there's sparkle on the ground there. Hey gamer. Welcome back to the stream. We're going to be continuing our normal streams of Gundam Breaker and Visions of Mana now since October's over. I just haven't changed my logo back yet, that's all. Very walnut in that one. Here's our little cactus buddy. Alright. No really good dialogue with him there. Most of the time he says all the same things. Just as a heads up for you as well, gamer, this is going to be a shorter stream considering what time it is where I am, and that I have to be up really early for work. Yes. That seems to be where I need to go. Chest back here. 3600 lucre in that one. See an exclamation for a new side quest around here. First, let's check out gear though. Alright, so now we'll sell their old armor. Let's get a little bit of that money back. sword for that. Those are the two of his weapons I would use.
Would you like to thank you?
Oh, shoot. Where's my money? Oh, I already got that one, I guess. Okay.
Would you like thank you?
Alright, hang on. Alright, sorry, I had another phone call there. Let's get back into this.
You've got what you need. Come again.
Let's check out some more of these little points of interest here. There's at least one of them here by the town. Yep, right there.
Let me see. Nice.
Oh, looks like there's another one.
Yes. Got some syrup.
There it is.
Let me see. Is this?
Alright. Before I go grabbing that side quest, I just want to get everything else here that we can. Here's another Lumina Elementite.
Pick me up.
Grab some more points for the quest. Or for their paths.
Yes.
Nice, there's a Clover which does the same thing. I see a green pillar there which indicates a chest.
This is nice. Is this?
Rich incense, alright. I have a feeling we're probably going to have to go in there.
Taking this?
Alright, not seeing anything else up here in the town. Everything is closer to where we entered this section. Although, outside of that, I would like to see where Jule is. Still can't get anything from you. Actually, if Julie is in the town itself, that's kind of weird just because anytime your party is like kind of split up inside a town, they're all in the same area, more or less. Even if someone is further away than the rest, it's usually still within eyeshot of everyone.
Grizzly! Yes!
Alright, looks like heading into this cathedral-like building is going to be... Oh, but that's their actual playhouse. Got it. But that seems to be where we need to go to figure out what's going on. Makes sense as they're talking about checking out what's going on with the actors.
Got some syrup. Yes!
Now if I can just find where Julie wound up when everyone split up here. Like I said, there's Karina. There's Morlane Palomino. Oh, here he is. He's right by the light. I must be blind to have not noticed him. Either that or he just blended in. Phooey, I'm not meant for these extreme temperatures. I prefer semi-shade and cool breezes. Alright, now let's go and actually advance things in the playhouse.
Can't be. Delafos?
Why, yes, I will be playing Delafos in this year's show. But please, save the autographs for another time.
I would be honored if you would be amenable to an autograph.
Palomino.
What's this we've been hearing about the actors being unable to perform in their current condition?
Oh, that. You see, I can't remember. I mean, I literally cannot remember what happened to the play. And after so many auditions to land a role.
That's an interesting turn of events.
Script again. Wasn't that hard to memorize your lines?
Would that it were, too, so easy. But when I glance at the page, my mind goes blank. Every time. It wouldn't be so bad if I was the only one afflicted, but... Oh, the horror! Every single actor is affected. Who knows when we will ever be able to put on another play again? If we cannot produce an Alm of Light, how will we ever face the Mana Goddess? We will be ruined!
Okay, calm down. I can't deal with Delafos look-alike acting so pitiful.
Forgive me. Oh, I need some fresh air.
This guy's really putting it on, isn't he?
Landed a leading part, and then we faced with these difficulties. How can we help?
It sounds like this development is recent. Maybe it has something to do with the seal on the Benevodon of Light.
It might.
Oh, so we're gonna have to go fight that giant eyeball now? Fun.
Here's an idea. Why not use the Lumina Lantern on these actors instead of the elemental light to counteract the Benevolon's influence? The Lumina's power, that might be possible. Try it out on one of those artistes over there.
Oh, there's someone playing the fairy, and I'm guessing the female lead of the
I
play.
just thought we were talking to the real De La Fosse for a second. Okay, pull it together, Val. You gotta head to the stage and see to that actor.
Yeah, so from all the interaction, I was gathering that was going to be like the main plot point of this section in the game is just we're going to have to solve this issue with the actors being able to put on the play to advance the story. It makes sense, but then I'm also not sure whether I consider it lazy writing or anything. Ooh, extra CS. Nice. Alright, hang on. Sorry, I had another call again. Alright, let's explore the playhouse the best we can here. Grab that. Let's see. If there was something up here, and we do still have that side quest, but we'll look into that in a moment here.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. There's those three. Where is Jule?
It's no use. I cannot remember a single line. Should we turn the reduction into a pantomime? That won't help if we can't recall the plot of the show. You're the troop leader. What now? The lady they are referring to as the leader has been performing since her youth. I have seen a great many memorable masterpieces by her. My, you're the Convoy of Alms. Welcome. I am the leader of this troop. I am also playing the lead in our production of De La Fosse and Cerulean. I think you are. Don't forget how important you are to the play. My head is spinning. I can't lead anyone when I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. I should have been acting. You cannot. Do not cast away your career. Val, please. The Lumina Lantern.
Oh, so sorry, I forgot to put the screen back on. I have the game paused now, so don't worry, we're not going to miss too much more. So basically, yeah, the two people up there. Obviously, if you've been following the game at all, or been following it as I play it, the one in green with the wings is representing the character of the fairy that picks the alms, and it seems like the other girl up there is playing the female lead of Cerulia, and she is also the lead of this play troupe.
We think the power of light can help your town. Do you mind if we try something out?
Hold on! A thought just flashed through my head. I remember something about Delos and Cerulia. Many years ago, war ravaged the place we know now as Arvid's pasture. Mortal was pitted against mortal in a seemingly endless struggle. That conflict that spanned generations was known as Arvid's War. This is the tale of the one who brought it to its end. Of course! That was the introduction, which is all well and good, but I still do not recall the theme myself. Oh, you must help us. Use your elemental vessel on the other actors and get them to remember their roles. I beg you.
Yes, this woman in the white dress speaking here now is the troop leader.
Where can I find the performers?
They'll be spread out across the island practicing their parts. Find them quickly, please.
So it seems like our next part of this is flashing the luminal lantern on the other actors that need to perform the play.
Lantern sure came in handy. Hopefully it'll have the same effect on all the actors having issues with their parts. What was it again? I was Danfoss's enemy, right? Or was it his ally? No.
He looks really torn up about forgetting his part. Get out the lantern already.
Karina.
What a bewitching gleam you have there. It touches me deep within my soul. The light will help you. Just keep looking at it, okay? That's it. Watch the lantern.
That line is ridiculous.
Eureka! I've got it! I finally remember some of what happens in Delos and Cerulia.
It's all back? You sure?
You would doubt a professional such as myself? Here's a rendition of my part from the beginning of the play.
Oh?
Delos and Cerulia, Act 1. Enter General Delos, fresh from the battlefield, worn down but still going strong. The warring factions have begun cutting down innocent farmers and their families. Delos spots our heroine Cerulia as she attempts unsuccessfully to flee. Now, the general was a soldier the likes of which had never been seen before or since. Even a man of his kind is unable to stop the onslaught. Suddenly, an arrow is loosed at the fair maiden. Delos takes the arrow in her stead, leaving his right arm damaged and immobile. The two manage to escape the battlefield and leave their past behind them. They are the only survivors of that bloody skirmish. So Delos saved Cerulia at the cost of his honor. I guess he couldn't fight anymore after that. Huzzah! I should head backstage and let the troop leader know that I'm ready for my close-up. Thanks for saving my acting career.
Alright, so we got more people we gotta flash the lantern on still. Including the Delos actor. A merchant actor, interesting.
Did I enter from stage right? Or left? This won't do at all.
Are you part of the acting troupe?
Why are you carrying around a lantern like that? What are you supposed to be? The ghost of Alms and Solgard's past?
Wow, what a reference.
Leave the role playing to the professionals, but you should take a good look either way.
Well, I'll be. It's like the haze is cleared from my mind. You have all illuminated my way in the dark.
You're not just saying that, right? How can you be sure?
fine thing to say. How about I spoil the middle of the play for you? Then will you believe me? Deilafos and Cerulean. Act 2. Deilafos gains mastery of the Mana Sword. Deilafos and Cerulean begin a peaceful life together, away from the devastations of war. Until one day, an emissary of the Mana Goddess comes to Deilafos, begging for his help to save the world from chaos.
I didn't see the fairy at all in those images.
The Nevadon monsters brought about by the Mortals' War. Only one strong enough with both heart and body stands a chance against the fiends. Deilafos accepts the mission and receives the Sword of Mana. Miraculously, his injured arm is healed and his former strength restored.
There's the fairy's image.
Okay. Deilafos takes the Mana Sword and goes off to slay the Nevadons. Got it.
Why am I still here paddling on to you? I have to find the troop leader and let her know I'm ready. Thanks, I guess. Bye.
Accepting the goddess's request to end her sword. He really was a hero back then.
Alright, so just to let you guys know, Gaflack and Gamer, I have been attempting to stream every Friday or every Saturday as well. Call it Sparking Saturday, and that basically is because all I'm mainly streaming on Saturday is Sparking Zero. So if you want to come back tomorrow and catch that, be my guest. That's going to be something I'll be trying to do from here on out every Saturday, until I potentially just have all of the character paths finished. And then we might even do some tournaments and things in that as well.
The goddess is heroic. The goddess is own.
Mister, you look like you need some help.
Who goes there?
Nobody. Just some theater enthusiast. In fact, the troop leader asked us to ask you to look at this lantern.
The goddess is hero champion! Slayer of all 8 Benevodons! Oh, that's it!
Put a load of them.
Well, Lucky. Think your kid was well in the part?
Well, I should rehearse once first before I go back and stay in the scene. Deilafos and Cerulean. Act 3. Deilafos' epic journey. At the behest of the Mana Goddess, Deilafos traveled the world, sword in hand, subduing each and every Benevodon that had appeared in his path. The road was tough, but Deilafos persevered. He single-handedly defeated all 8 mighty monsters, earning him a hero's welcome from the people he saved. Deilafos was unstoppable for one reason and one alone. A promise made on Entwine Bridge Pass to his beloved Cerulean. Someday, I swear I will return to you.
Until that day, I swear I will wait for you.
Wow.
He traveled the whole world subduing the Nevadons alone? We've had a hard enough time in a group.
I'm saved. They can't recast me now, but I better practice some more before curtain call. You have my gratitude.
This is interesting, is at this point each of them is giving us more of Deilafos' story with this.
The lantern works so fast.
There is a bright future for this fellowship of actors yet.
Now that we've gotten the hang of it, let's use the lantern on the troop leader one more time.
Agreed. Back into the theater we go.
Don't we still have to use the lantern on the actor for Deilafos as well?
Her part. She should be on stage. Time to bust out the Lumina lantern one more time.
But sorry to say with everything, though, after we finish this whole part here, I'm probably gonna call it so that I can, like, have dinner despite how late it is, watch a couple things, and then make sure I can lay down in time for work in the morning. Ah, he's up here now.
If it isn't the arms, thank you for assisting our actors with their warm-ups.
Is everyone accounted for?
Well, there is one minor hiccup. Our troop leader is nowhere to be found. Can you help us search for her?
Of course.
Horrifying.
But what? Did something happen to our leader?
No, not her. Look at the sky. What is to become of us all?
Oh, no! What's going on?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Take cover here. We'll check it out.
I'll come with you. The show cannot go on without our troop leader. I have to find her.
Stick close to us and don't go looking for trouble.
Is he gonna end up being the Alm of Light? That would be a little interesting.
No, not the sky.
I should have waited because I remember this game loves to.
Wait a second. Ace, what are you doing here?
My investigations in Labrazzo have concluded. I did say that I would meet up with you when I was finished. Please note that I do not bring glad tidings, however. I observed a peculiarly dense concentration of mana power flowing toward none other than the Temple of Wendell. The Temple of Wendell, as I'm sure you know, was once a sacred place of pilgrimage in the days of Radion. The elemental power of darkness, namely knowledge, and that of light, the thirst for truth, have always been intertwined. Two halves of the same pole, if you will. For those with knowledge are wont to seek the truth. In the distant past, those learned people sought solace in Wendell.
Informative lecture, but we have other things to worry about. Meaning, mana power is what I think it is.
Yes, as Julie has undoubtedly inferred, the Benevodon of Light has been released from her seal.
Figures.
I'm curious if this is going to be a whole new Benevodon as well here.
The Benevodon of Light? Oh dear. We must find our leader as soon as possible.
Delaphos? I had not accounted for this.
This gentleman is merely playing the part of the protagonist in Delaphos and Cerulia. But his Cerulia counterpart is nowhere to be found.
I did notice someone wearing peculiarly theatrical clothing wandering off in that direction over there.
Oh dear. Where could she have been going?
We should go after her. For a moment, I mistook that man for Delaphos himself. A brilliant costume. Yeah, he got me too. It's a bit of a shock at first.
Uh-oh. She's under some sort of spell, that's for sure.
I couldn't make it out. Maybe she's herself.
Beloved Delaphos, champion of the goddess, and hero to the people. Do not bother with me. I am fine.
She doesn't seem to know what she's doing.
We must keep a weather eye on her whereabouts.
Here, when I get up to our next meridian, I'm probably going to save and call this.
Taking this? Yes.
Let's make our way up here, grabbing everything as we go.
Dear Dale, forgive them. Be at peace. Be a beacon of hope, my hero.
Uh-oh, she's actually wandering into the ruins.
How far is our troop leader planning to go? It could be dangerous.
I just stopped him for a second in case she's going to say something else. They're going to... In case they were going to say anything more.
Dale, please,
don't remember?
There is a chance that your consciousness was corrupted by an outside force. I myself was once overcome in such a way.
Your conversation sounded like lines straight from your play. Was it rehearsed?
No, it was all ad-lib. I just said it sounded right.
I can't even think straight. Oh, my head.
Hang on. Let's try the Lumina Lantern.
How do we do both of them at once?
No, nothing. I can't remember.
The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. This is what Lorimar's prophecy of destruction portends. The cause of this ending gem may be linked to the reactivation of the Benevodon of light. Appropriate if the power of the elemental vessel stays the effects somewhat.
Light, like the moon, has power over the mind. If we can defeat the monster, everything should go back to normal.
Sounds like our only option is to stop the Benevodon. I shall leave the subjugation of our foe in your capable hands. Rest assured, I will see these performers back to the theater.
How noble. So you don't intend to drill them on this the second they're out of danger?
My, you are smarter than you look. I would be remiss in my duties as a scholar if I didn't document this incident thoroughly. Let Aish do what he needs to. He's got his own priorities. We have to head to the Temple of Wendell.
My thoughts are with you, even when we are apart, my friends.
Yeah. Be careful.
Aish. He's such a weird character. Alright. There isn't always a save rate as you enter, so I'm not gonna head in there just yet. Let's grab all the chests and sparkles sitting around on our way back down that it kind of skipped us past. But I will be calling this before even heading in there because I can already tell it's going to be the next dungeon leading to a Benevodon, so... I will, however, grab this side quest here just to get it marked down before we stop. Children really do grow up fast, don't they? It's almost like they get taller by the day. Just the other day I bought a new coat for my son, but he's already complaining that it's too short on him. I was going to alter it myself, but when I popped by the store for jackal pelts, they were out of stock. Apparently, the Playhouse bought every last scrap to make costumes for an upcoming production. It's not even the first time this has happened. I remember when the Playhouse needed leather, every shop in town was sold out for weeks. Anyways, would you happen to have picked up a few jackal pelts on your travels by any chance? No, I guess not, huh? Well, I don't want to make a big deal of it, but if you do get your hands on some jackal pelts, mind handing any spares over to me? I'm guessing the jackals and mobs that we would take out for that quest are going to be somewhere coming up in this area. Alright, looks like I'm going to actually have to head back down towards the dock to actually get to a meridian and save. That's fine. Whatever, game. I was trying to do this to look. Yeah, there's just the one meridian. Weirdly enough, you'd think there'd be another one considering the distance you have to travel to get inside.
Let's rest up.
Alright everybody, so unfortunately this is where we're going to call it today. Like I said, come back tomorrow. It's usually when I'm going to be trying to do Sparking Saturday. Which, as the name implies, is a day where I just mostly play DBZ Sparking Zero. Still finishing up Goku's path because I'm at a point where the battles are very hard, if we could finish him, I'll jump into another character's battle path for the story battles. And we'll be doing that every Saturday until I can pretty much have all of the character stories beat. And then we might do some tournaments and things if anyone wants to join and play. Or just do some fun stuff. Like the custom battle things that they suggest that you can do for specific scenarios. Otherwise, I'll see you the next time, which will probably potentially be Monday. And with that, I bid you all a good day or a good night wherever you might be, and we'll catch you later.